Hello everyone and welcome in today's lecture with Miss Rahal. In today's lecture, we're gonna be talking about inventory management. Now, what is inventory management? Now, inventory management is a set of administrative operations related to ordering, classifying, and using the company's inventory of goods. هنا عندنا كلمة inventory هي المخزون. Okay, إدارة المخزون. Now, inventory management starts from the stage before placing purchase orders to know the available quantities and determine the size of the order on the basis of them, passing through entering goods to warehouses, classifying, arranging, and inventorying them until they are taken out and used. Now, whether it is ready-made goods, raw materials, spare parts, or anything the company needs in its work, inventory management applies to it. Now, inventory management takes its importance in large companies that have a complex supply chain and several manufacturing processes through its role in ensuring a balance between sufficient inventory volume in warehouses and expected demand in order to avoid shortages. Companies are keen to keep the appropriate amount of inventory because the availability of large quantities of inventory exposes goods to damage and theft or changes in taste and volume of demand, so this leads to a great waste of money. Now, inventory management techniques and methods. There are many techniques used in the inventory management process, including the ABC inventory analysis, which is a technique of diagnosing companies' inventory of goods and raw materials and then arranging them according to the impact they have in terms of the cost of storing them and determining their importance accordingly. We have the GIC, or just in case. This is a technique of storing a large amount of products that enables the company to respond to requests at any time. Yani they store large quantity of products and goods so they can respond يعني يستجيبوا للطلبات في أي وقت يجيهم. Right? It's called the just in case, or GIC. We have the economic order quantity or EOQ. This technique relies on storing the optimal order quantity for goods and materials needed for production so that it contributes to reducing inventory costs to the lowest possible extent. And we have the minimum order quantity, or the MOQ. This technique relies on determining the lowest amount of goods that suppliers want to sell in order to achieve stable cash flow, double profit, sell goods, and get rid of bargain shoppers. We have the first in, first out, or the FIFO. This technique relies on arranging the materials according to the date they enter the warehouse. يعني هنا رانا نهضروا على الماتيريالز اللي يتستفوا على أساس لاضات اللي دخلوا فيها للتخزين. So, upon request, the oldest materials that entered first are consumed and removed. يعني اللي دخلوا قدم ولا الوالا هما اللي يخرجوا الوالا. And we have the contrary one, which is the last in, first out, or the LIFO. This technique follows the method of arranging the materials inversely according to the date of their entry into the warehouse, and upon request, the consumption takes place and the most recent materials which entered recently are removed. يعني اللي جات التالية تخرج الأولى. Now we have days sales of inventory, or DSI. This financial ratio indicates the average time in days that a company takes to turn its inventory, including goods that are a work in progress, into sales. Generally, a lower DSI is preferred as it indicates a shorter duration to clear off the inventory, though the average DSI varies from one industry to another. Inventory management methods. There are two basic methods for inventory management. The first is based on the famous Japanese manufacturing system, which is the JIT or just in time, which means that what we need of materials and goods for work at present or now. And the second is known by the acronym MRP or Material Requirement Planning. Material Requirement Planning, which is planning raw material needs, keeping stock for an expected period. Now, computer software is available for inventory management with high efficiency and effectiveness, as it can provide forecasts that help determine the volume of economic demand and appropriate inventory rates for different times. That's all for today. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you in the next lecture if God will. If you have any question or any queries, just keep them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer every one of you. Thank you so much and take care.